Now to our next conversation, the journey to 2027 continues, and observers say the mathematics of opposition politics requires careful calculation and strategic partnerships. Nigeria's political opposition is reportedly coming together around the African Democratic Congress as their vehicle to challenge President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid in 2027, with former Senate President David Mark positioned as the national interim chairman. The coalition brings together political heavyweights, including Vice President Atiku Abubakar, 2023 Labour Party flag bearer Peter Obi, and ex-governors Nasser El-Rufai and Rotimi Amechi. Sources suggest that while the National Secretary position remains under negotiation, the formal announcement of this anti-Tinubu alliance is anticipated within days, potentially reshaping Nigeria's political architecture ahead of the next electoral cycle. I mean, BK, talk to me. Why ADC? I mean, why was the African Democratic Congress, chosen as the vehicle? I mean, over more established parties like the SDP, the PD, Labour Party. Why? What does it offer that others don't?
No, you do not expect them to go to Labour Party because of the crisis facing the Labour Party. The Labour Party cannot yield that platform to them because Abure and Co. believe that, look, let's remain where we are and let's continue to hold on to this party. So, and they've also experienced a pushback at SDP. In fact, I sense that this is one of the reasons SDP is in the crisis that is facing now, because as a group, I don't think they've achieved unanimity in terms of the future of the party. Should the party welcome these coalition elements? You've seen Adebayo and the rest of them. You've seen some of their rhetorics. The rhetorics coming from them indicate that they think these people have come to hijack
the party, yes.
And take it over completely. So some of their interviews, you see that they are not really welcoming to these guys.
Exactly.
And they do not think that the coalition elements are people who really want to build the party. They just see them as people who want to use the party as a vehicle to achieve their aims. Look at Rotimi Amechi, who said he was hungry. A man who was speaker for 8 years.
Yes.
Speaker of one of the 3 richest states in Nigeria. He said he was hungry. He was governor for 8 unbroken years. He said he was hungry. He was a super minister. At the time when he became Minister of Transport, aviation had not been severed from that ministry. It was later that aviation was carved out during the second term, and aviation became a standalone ministry. A lot of the loans, the Chinese loans that we took,
for the rail project,
were for rail projects and all that, But he said he was hungry. He was only hungry for power, not for food to put in his belly. That belly that you are seeing is full of food. So don't be fooled by anybody who says he's hungry.
He's hungry.
I know a hungry man when I see one. It is revolting against the truth for an Amechi to say he's hungry. In fact, it belittles the plight of the truly hungry.
Truly hungry, exactly.
It belittles, yes, their plight. For somebody who is far away from being hungry to say that he's hungry. So the point that I'm trying to make is that people in SDP, for example, a lot of the elements there, believe that these people merely want to hijack our party. So they are reluctant to yield that platform to them. Before now, they have been in talks with the ADC.
Okay.
So somehow, they felt that, well, ADC could be a better place to go rather than SDP.
Does it have the structure, the national spread?
See, they can build...
They contested.
They can build all of these things if they're able to attract some credible Nigerians, people who will put the country first.
Okay.
I'm not talking simply about Rotimi Amechi and El-Rufai. No. Let them get, if they can get some decent Nigerians who are forward-looking, who truly care about our country, not people who are hungry for power. Because there's a difference between the real hunger that the people, the ordinary people, the everyday Nigerian is experiencing. There's a difference between that kind of hunger and the hunger that troubles Rotimi Amechi. People we must get that right. He only said he was hungry. If you are not hungry, I am hungry. That's what he said. If you are not hungry for power, I, Rotimi Amechi, am hungry for power. That is the point that he's making. So the spoken word, people, Nigerians must always analyze the spoken word. So he has not said anything wrong. I am hungry for power. That's what he meant. So now they had to start talking, because I said something during one episode of our program. I said, registering a party anew can be really tricky. The fact that the APC found a way at that time, get their party registered, put structures in place, it's not every party that can be that successful. Don't forget that PDP played into the hands of the APC. A lot of their critical elements left their party to join the APC. Governors worked out on the president.
Yes.
But Ali Ndume will lie to Nigerians that 22 governors endorsed.
Exactly.
Lie from the pit of hell. If there's a place worse than hell, that was a lie from the pit of a place worse than hell. Because it didn't happen. It didn't happen. You don't just talk to Nigerians and lie to Nigerians. We are historians.
True.
Whatever you say, we can interrogate it, and I'm happy that many people have already, even some media houses, they've done the fact checking and confirmed that it was a 24-karat falsehood. So now, what are the choices? If you, I can understand how they are thinking. If you think that the INEC may not register a new party for you, then you have a choice to use an existing structure. So if they move into that place, it puts them in a position of strength, in a way. Going to register a new party is a tricky thing. You may not succeed. If they say, bring this, bring that, where are you? Are you present in all the local government? How do you begin? All the words. So you may not, yes, you may not be able to. So, and you will spend less money because they found a platform.
That is already on.
Yes. So now, and they have somebody, one of our longest serving Senate president, they have him. He's going to be their chairman. Although even that, they've not confirmed. They are doing a lot of things because they believe that if they are not careful, they will be denied a platform that they need, so that they need to function. So that's why they are close. They are keeping a lot of their plans close to their chest. But the way it is, they need to get more people. If it's just these people that they are talking about, honestly, they are not. They won't go far.
Okay,
honestly.
Asuko, let's talk about David Mark. What real strength does a personality like David Mark, bring to the coalition? Is it his experience, his political structure, or his national appeal? I mean, what?
Well, if his political structure, I think basically maybe they are looking at him in terms of when he was Senate president.
You
know, and how he was able to...
I mean, he has 40 years in public service.
Yes, how he was able to calm things, you know, when he was in the Senate. You know, but in terms of even political structure, I'm not really sure that he has that, you know, that clout that he will stand up and then so many people will follow. You know, even in Benue. You know, even in Benue. You know, so they might just be looking for another face and then looking at zoning. If you notice, the Benak is from the North Central.
Okay.
So they are bringing their national, the interim national chairman from the North Central, meaning that the presidency will be going to somewhere.
Okay.
You understand? Meaning that they will be zoning the presidency perhaps to the south.
Okay.
Or they want to look at either the northwest.
So you don't think his deep understanding of Nigeria's political machinery could be a tactical strategy?
What they are just trying to say is, okay, this is it's somebody that Nigerians might appeal to Nigerians. But we know we have his credentials.
It's not a new face.
It's not a new face. We have his credentials.
The minister.
He was the minister of communication. That was the minister who told us that we cannot. It's not for the poor. Exactly. And we know all the things he did during the June 12, period. You know, so if by the time they make him the interim national chairman, his credentials will come out and Nigerians will begin to see. Of course, they party them more. So anything they want to do, I have looked at.
They've not come out with their full chest.
No, they have not. They have not. They are just saying it's like. So once they are talking about,
or maybe they are just using to test the waters. Let's see.
Let them, if they like, let them test the waters 10 times. Nigerians will always look at who are the characters behind all these coalitions.
Nigerians will scrutinize
them. And I keep telling you, the thing is, one thing about this coalition is, by the time they finish doing their coalition, Nigerians will ask, you were governor, what did you do?
What did you do?
Okay, fine. This president has come, he has removed subsidy. Will you be bringing back subsidy? Because that is it. You ask questions.
Do you think they have message that will resonate with Nigerians?
Because it's not just about you.
They will have message. They will say people are hungry.
That is it.
Some of them could even say they too are hungry. But the question is, what do you intend to do differently? Because this is the question that we should always ask those who are posturing like there's no one like them, this and that. Okay, what would you have done? And some of them have had opportunities to serve in the past.
Yes. What
did they do? Did they even put up a stellar performance? Some of them have a terrible record as public officers. But they think that Nigerians have such a short memory.
No, but most Nigerians are not children of history at all, so they don't. So when they come...
But do you think they are capable of, this coalition is capable of bringing about fresh ideas with tested experience, or it's just simply repackaging familiar faces?
Now they are still in a paper form. So we might not even say that they have anything they want to. It's when they come together, have a political party, bring out what they call as manifesto. That is when we will now ask them those questions. Because if you look at them individually, you can access them individually.
Yes.
And then from there, you make your conclusion.
And of course, they have people like Peter Obi, Amechi, the little man from Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai. They are already well known as people who have made up their minds to unseat this government. I think President Tinubu needs to start begging them all over what they want, that they will unseat him. And they are determined to unseat him.
So it's not about Nigeria, it's just about unseating the president.
They want to unseat, they told the president.
Not about
And Nasir El-Rufai said, look, I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't sure that I could send the president back to Lagos. So rather than stay in St. Lucia, the president should actually be calling these people and be begging them, don't unseat me. Don't unseat me. Someone cannot play with you again. Don't unseat me.
BK going sarcastic right now. But all right, gentlemen, we need to go on.